And look, Michael Raymond, everybody's saying Miami was built on corruption.
Dude, it's Miami. This is like a handshake in Miami, what we just watched.
Right. Okay.
Let's talk about the Miami thing, because there's all these rumors about whether the stadium is going to happen or not. Looks like it might be on its way to happening. And that is where Miami decides to Miami it up, folks.
This is definitely you going full Miami because everybody knows about, we're seeing it now. Florida politics is just another beast. It's a complicated area where you're trying to win favor from, Republican Cubans and gun-toting maniacs, and then some reasonable people.
Republican Cubans. No, you said Republican Cubans. You don't have to be redundant. If you want it, hey, any smoke, send it to me. I got you. Hello, Tio.
It is a different world navigating through all this, but obviously, Inter Miami, they're currently playing their games in Fort Lauderdale in a temporary stadium. Drive Pink Stadium, right, is what it's called. It was put together in like 30 minutes. They cleared some brush, and somebody knew somebody in a union. They're like, hey, I could take care of this for you. And
they just opened up a big IKEA instruction. Like, it's just a couple of who's and what's it.
Because it really was like, it was like 4 months to the season, and it was like, whoa, there's nothing here. Where are you gonna play? And then they got it done.
They just took everybody off TaskRabbit. Just everybody get over here.
So Beckham called everybody he knew. I'm gonna need some help. Colo Blanco, who is from Miami and an Inter Miami fan. So we got to play this. Okay, so this video I saw earlier this morning. Grant Wall had posted it. And this
Billy Corbin, who was the director of Cocaine Cowboys, says it there on the right. Actually, he's the director of Cocaine Cowboys. He is a Miami stalwart. Billy Corbin is here's what's really happening behind the scenes in Miami. And I cannot explain to you how dangerous that is to do. So my uncle is a vice cop. He's on those like speedboats.
Oh wow! Does he always have his shirt unbuttoned?
Bro,
gold chain?
He good, bro. He is one sexy looking older dude, man. He is drop dead gorgeous, absolutely out of his mind. I'm like, have you been sniffing gunpowder this entire time? But he is wild, man, and he sometimes will be like, you don't want to know what happened. It's the crazy. He helped catch some like big time drug ring that was involved in Brooklyn as well. So I remember once he called me, he's like, hey, I'm in Brooklyn. I'm like, oh, where can we meet? He's like, no, I can't. I had to go through like 8 rows of police officers to get into this dude's hotel room. Like he was like a witness to this whole, he's a maniac, right? And he's like, so he knows the ins and outs. He's like, dog, the shit that happens in New York is PG-13 compares to the wild shit that happens in Miami. And every once in a while, we get to peek into what that really is. Like some of that makes its way out into the open. And this is what you're about to see.
So here it is. So this is a video put up by Billy Corbin. And let's just react to it because it's about Inter Miami's potential stadium deal.
Miami is known for sun, fun, and sex. In Miami, you are about to get These 5 commissioners are voting on the biggest real estate deal in the history of Miami. And if you thought the Marlins Park deal was shitty, wait until you get a load of this. The city wants to give billionaire Jorge Mas, David Beckham, and their Inter Miami soccer team a 99-year no-bid lease below market value on 131 acres of parkland at Mel Reese. That's Miami's single largest piece of public property.
Okay, so just real quick. Because just to dispel, from what I understand, that this golf course is not public land. He's saying it's public land right there, but I don't think that's accurate. And maybe Colo Blanco can confirm, but I'll keep going.
They want you to think this is about a soccer stadium, but it's just another real estate hustle.
Feels like it's really low.
Paradise, and build a hotel, office park, and shopping mall. But city leaders don't care. They're all getting paid. Miami is one of the poorest cities in the country. We need help. Instead, we get welfare for billionaires. While rents in Miami have shot up as much as 60% in the last year alone, These guys want to pay the same price they negotiated back in 2018.
The city is being cheated out of $17 million every year by allowing this deal.
This is a $1 billion heist happening in broad daylight. And it gets worse. The city manager, who is the lead negotiator, has a shady side deal to get a fat 6-figure gig with the Inter Miami team after he forces this scheme through the city commission. Don't be fooled. Don't let them steal from you. Tell them, don't bend over for Beckham. This is the biggest boondoggle in Miami history. The Mel Reese giveaway is so bad, it would make the Marlins Stadium deal look good. Take it from me, someone who actually negotiated with your politicians and almost single-handedly ended stadium public financing. Almost. I'm David Sampson, and I approved this message. I thought I'd be the final guy who f***ed you. It turns out I'm not.
Okay, so that dude...
Can you pause that real quick?
Yeah.
Look how he got photos with most of these people with their mouths open or like a weird look on their face, except for Christine Kim. I guess he couldn't find one. But taking a picture of someone with their mouth open is such a considerable disrespect. In political speak, in political ads, it's like a way of... It's a way of like damaging their their marketability.
It's difficult to not look shady in some way. Meanwhile, Christine King, they got her head shot. This is she's like
hair's done.
I ain't getting
hair and makeup.
I ain't getting caught slipping. Nobody's taking a photo. No photos.
Yeah, no photos of me. Only thing you getting is this smile, my G. Look at Ken Russell. Ken Russell taking a selfie. Unsure he should buy this mansion.
But there was a couple lines in there. Obviously, the don't bend over for Beckham, which, don't tell me what to do, first of all, right?
Yeah.
I'll do
you look into his eyes and cry.
Okay? Relax with all that. But I mean, look, this is clearly a highly politically charged video. This is 100% politics, smear campaign, whether it's deserved or not. I don't know the details of this deal. Because the original plan, I think it was for Overtown in Miami. That's where the stadium was supposed to go. And then when the Moss family got involved, then they were like, yo, we got this other location. We can do, not only can we have a stadium, we can do all this other stuff. And
you can do Moss.
We could do a little Moss, all right?
You know what I mean?
Some Moss business, all right?
We can make some Moss dinero.
because we all, look, as soon as you hear like, yo, there's going to be like urban development and housing and mall and now everybody's like, yo, how can I get in on this? Because I see you making these deals, and I'm friends with a couple of folks on the city council, and I don't know if the deal could happen because they're just like, they're not really supportive of it right now. But I think if I just have a conversation with them, and I get involved in this deal somehow, I think it all works out.
I can tell you've never done anything sketchy. Even in your conversation, you're like, I think I can find a way to balance this. Where most of the time, it's like, it'd be really messed up if something happened to your dog. You should get this deal to go through, So, and no one finds out about all the sketchy shit you've been doing on the side.
Look, Michael Raymond, everybody's saying Miami was built on corruption. Dude,
it's Miami. Mm-hmm. This is like a handshake in Miami, what we just watched.
Right. Douglas Reyes-Aron said, it says a lot that David Sampson is saying all this considering how skeezy that dude was running the Marlins. Yeah,
which is my point. He's like, you want to know how I know you're getting fucked, buddy? That's what I used to do. Okay?
Let me tell you exactly how I bent some of these people over, all right?
Look at his ring. The ring is 3 times the size of his hand. So my guy's ring.
But this is the, I don't know I wonder how effective this will actually be, because this is especially because just that 2-minute video felt like It felt like an episode, like a segment from Cocaine Cowboys. It was like catchy. They had all these graphics.
Yeah, whoever edited it, we need to know who this is to edit our video, because that was perfect for YouTube. It was like boy, like sounds were coming out of it.
It had it all.
Look, if you want to sway the court of public opinion, which tells me there must be a vote coming. There must be some type of vote.
Well, I know. If you're wasn't this approved already? I think this is all going forward.
And that's probably why the phone number's there. They're hoping to get, if you get so many phone calls, you have to make phone calls. We know this from protests. If you leave so many voicemails, the politician has to respond to it, at least, or look into it. So they're hoping to create a bit of a groundswell, similar to like those, like, did your uncle ever work in a factory ever? Or did your grandpa leave the house once? Well, then he may be entitled to mesothelioma. It's like that.
Class action settlement.
Call this number and you too can be live. That's what this is. That's what this is for in the politics sense, which is like, you're getting screwed. These kids can't play golf anymore. They hope they learn to play soccer, which is un-American. Call this number,
But this is, look, I mean, this is a political hit job. Let's not be crazy. But this is how the game is played. But
who stands to gain?
So that's the thing. Who funded this? They go straight to the top.
Right? I'll get to the bottom. I don't care if it's at the top.
But it's just fascinating for MLS to be this under attack. You know what I mean? Especially with the, they just say it's for a soccer stadium, but you're not stupid in thinking it's actually, soccer is actually crime and prison. You know what I mean?
Oh, soccer's not real. It hasn't been played since 1958.
Tell me you've ever seen soccer on TV ever. You can't even show me one piece of evidence.
No proof. And stop showing me all that Photoshop stuff from ESPN.
Just the whole game is a conspiracy.
Yeah. Oh, there's a World Cup. What? On this flat Earth?
The ball's going to clearly fall off of the Earth. You can't take these people seriously.
Taxes are falling off the table into the pockets of politicians.
Okay, so Colabanco just gave us an update. He said the city has pushed the vote back to 2 p.m. on April 28th, the day of a regularly scheduled commission meeting. So in a couple days, it's just 10
But right now is the onslaught to change the public opinion on this. All you have to do is create little bits of doubt. And these are Latinos we're talking about. And Miami's not just Cuban anymore. Miami's very rich with other nationalities. There's a very large Venezuelan population, very large Brazilian population, very large Ecuadorian population.
Haitian.
Haitian, massive Haitian population. All you have to do is go to those church groups and religious centers and mention this. Be like, well, your kids aren't going to be able to play in that park anymore. And they're like, we don't let our kids play in the park. Wait a minute, my kids can't play in the park?
Because it is it is currently a golf course, and I don't know if you ever saw George Carlin's bit about golf courses and cemeteries, like that they should all be just dug up, and we should actually use them for something more productive than playing golf or keeping dead people there. So I can't stand golf. I don't play golf. Not interested in golf. You never get
golf. I haven't played it in years, but I love it. I gave away my clubs when I moved to this apartment.
Oh, okay. They had too much blood on them. There was so much evidence.
The first time I ever carried a golf club is because you used to be able to whip them through people's back windshields if they mess with you. I don't know if you know that. If you put a golf club on your shoulder and you just sort of whip it over, the club head goes right through the back windshield of a car. Sure.
Well, I could put two and two together, throwing a large metal object into glass that will probably shatter. It's not
as easy as you think. You couldn't do it with a baseball bat. It takes a lot to break through one of those windows.
So
a golf club, an iron, right through.
I'll do it with a putter, bro. It's all good.
That's an iron.
Michael Raymond says soccer is the new golf.
There you go. How about this? Soccer golf. Come on, huh?
Soccer golf, very fun. And I played that in Florida. That I support. But golf, can't stand it.
Golf. Ugh.